Hey everybody, what's up? I recently got put in this game of Demolition on Havana. Got put in late, because we all love getting put in games late on a team that's losing. But it's also even more fun when you get put in a game where you're completely spawn trapped. So you can see here, as soon as I spawned into the game, got killed immediately, and then I spawn again, and then there's two kids in front of me with a sentry gun. And that's when right away I realized, okay, I'm completely spawn trapped. This game is ridiculous. I almost backed out, but then I was like, you know what? This is definitely worth making a video of. Honestly, after this game though, I'll never play Havana again. If I ever see loading screen of Havana, I'll just shut my Xbox off. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I saw the video of this online once of the one kid getting like 300 kills with the gunship by just pointing it in one spot and just spawn killing the shit out of everyone. But I never thought I'd actually ever get caught in one of these traps. So I wanted to stay in and see if I could break out of these kids' trap. So we got one guy here sitting in the corner, and as you'll see, he doesn't even have to move his cursor. He just lines it up, and he'll just keep spawning 3 feet in front of him. Not even 3 feet. He's touching their backs. Like, that's 2 inches in front of him. And as you can see, no one is playing on my team, so they're not even trying to move or get out of this spawn. They're just letting them rack up the kills, and he doesn't even have to know when you're about to spawn. He could just sit there and keep shooting, and they'll just spawn you into the bullets.
Friendly dogs inbound.
Same thing with this guy sitting in the corner to the right of the other guy. He just sits here and just sprays his M60, and they'll just keep spawning you into his bullets, you know, because that's the best place to spawn, right? Is into bullets, obviously, you know. And look at that. Like, he doesn't even move. He doesn't have to do anything. And if you have Scavenger on, there's nothing you can do about it. He's never going to run out of ammo. So, if that's not the most flawed system in a video game that I've ever seen in my life, then I don't know what is. The fact that this is even possible is just, you know, absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason why that they shouldn't have been able to put out a patch to make it so that if they're completely in all your spawn spots, you spawn somewhere else. Like, how hard is that? You know, that's like #1 rule of video games is safe spawn points. And what's even more fucked up is down by the fountain, that's not even the only spot that you could spawn camp. They did it on top of the road too. Now, they did this before I joined the game, but Fear still recorded it, so when I went back and I'm like scrolling through all the footage of before when I even joined yet, I saw they did it on top of the road too. They had this kid watch the left side, they had this kid watch inside these pillars here, another one sitting on the right of him watching over by those archways because they also spawn right there, and then a little bit more to the right of that. So they had that completely trapped up there too, which was ridiculous. And now as you can see, I had enough of their shit and I wanted to break out. So what I was doing was I would just, whenever I would spawn in that one spot, I would try to knife the guy right to my left just like that and then try to get out of it and start making my way through these kids. I tried tomahawks and I tried grenades. Neither one of them are fast enough for you to get off before you get knifed as soon as you spawn. So then I started realizing that stun grenades were probably your best bet. You could throw them fast and it slows them down, so that way when you respawn, as you'll see here, they're still affected by it. So right here I die as I throw the stun grenade down. And boom, I stun 2 guys, come back. But no, he magically knifes me from 5 feet away as I'm shooting him with a friggin' commando. But then I stun him again, come back, and that's what I just kept doing. Was just starting to throw stun grenades as soon as I spawned. And try and kill some of them. And then now, as you can see here, caught back in the spawn trap. When you're caught in spots like this, like when they're behind you or on the left of you, there's really not much you can do about it. That's the only spot really you can start to make some leeway in it. Because if you can knife that guy in your left, if he doesn't have any extra protection with him, like right here, boom, now you're free to roam around and you can start picking them off. What's funny though is although this is absolutely ridiculous and this shouldn't be possible at all, it's not these kids' fault. They're not cheating, they're not doing anything wrong technically because, you know, they figured something out in the game and they exploit it. You know, just like anybody else ever does, you know. As far as I'm concerned, you know, this is all just, it's treyarch's fault if you look at it, because this should not be possible. I just find it so ridiculous that flaws like this even exist in a game that's been out for almost a year now. You know, the amount of money they made off this game was just absolutely ridiculous. The fact that they still charged us for map packs after they made all that ridiculous amount of money, but yet they can't fix simple flaws like this, like spawn trapping. Honestly, I'll never buy another Treyarch game again because of stupid shit like this.